Turn up the music. Nothing in the world that I won't do. I give the world to you if you want me to. I'll do anything. Nothing in the world that I won't do. I give the world to you if you want me to. I'll do anything. Anything for you. I'll give the world to you. If you want me to. I'll do anything for you. I'll give the world to you. If you want me to. They think I'm a fool, 'cause I do so many things for you. But they don't know the reason why I do all the things I do. Maybe they'll never see the things you do for me, the way you make me strong whenever things go wrong. When you stand by my side, how you relax my mind and show me what to do to make my dreams come true. A very pleasant good evening to you, and welcome to the Jamaican Explosion. In the background sounds courtesy of none other than Mr. Denroy Morgan. And today's show, we're going to have on in the studios with us today, tapping into the studios with us today, will be Sisters Are Sisters from Lawrenceville, Georgia. And they'll be stopping by to tell us about the mission trip that they went on during March of this year. And of course, I would like to introduce to you on the screens today to the Jamaican Explosion crew, Dr. Janet Shaw, who happens to be my wife, and I'm gonna bring her on screen with us right now. How you doing, Pastor Jan? Good to have you here
Good
with us today.
afternoon, the Jamaican community. I am doing great.
Okay,
It's
very
a
good.
pleasure to be here today.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have you here on this program. As you know, we're always on the Into the Word program, but today is a very special occasion as we speak about the trip down to St. Thomas, right? That was in March. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
St. Thomas
So
and Spanish Town.
oh, St. Thomas and Spanish Town. Okay,
Yep.
and that was put on by the Sisters Are Sisters. I hope that Sister Bridget can join us today, and
Should be hopping on shortly.
should be
My
on
my
screen with
my
her.
partner.
Okay, your partner in crime.
Yes.
We only got to go to 5:30, so hopefully she'll get on so we could show a couple of these beautiful footage that you all took. You all
She's attempting to get on right now.
attempting to get on right now. Okay,
Yep.
so you're in tune to Jamaican Explosion on a Saturday evening. Today we go from 5, but we'll go a little bit maybe to about 6:30 today, as I have Mr. Anthony Malvo, who will be joining me on singer artist Anthony Malvo, who will be giving an interview to today on Jamaican Explosion. Go ahead and tell a friend that we are on. Go ahead and tell someone to get on the chat this evening as we chat to folks this evening. Okay, so there's quite a bit happening within the area today. Of course, what quite a bit of things that are coming up within the area within another week or so. We have Mr. Wesley's Blue and White Dance that's coming up one Saturday from now, next Saturday. I think it's one Sunday from now, not this particular Sunday, but the following Sunday. We're going to have the Jazz on the Lake by the Caribbean, the Jamaican American Atlanta Jamaica Association. We'll be speaking to them a little bit later, just for a couple of minutes about their Jazz on the Lake. I see Sister Bridget's getting on, but she just has to turn her camera on. Okay, but yeah. So once again, this is the Jamaican Explosion, and I'm glad that you could join us on a Saturday evening. Okay, and here she is. I'm going to make sure that both of their cameras are on. How you all doing, ladies? Okay, uh, Sister Bridget,
Hi,
how
sis.
you doing? Say a word for me, Sister Bridget, so I know that your mic's working.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Excited to be here.
Well, yeah, welcome to Jamaican Explosion on a Saturday evening, and it's good to have the sisters are sisters, and of course, let me get some captions on so they can know who is who and what is what as we get started this evening. Quite a bit of stuff that's happening, as I said, in the community that we're going to touch on today. Some things that are happening next week. Of course, Jazz on the Lake, Atlanta Jamaica Association is putting on the Jazz on the Lake program, as well as my good friend Mr. Wesley. He will be having a black and blue and white party for the grown-ups next week. So yeah, it's good for that you all are here with me today, and I look forward to hearing about that mission trip down what was down in St. Thomas in March. Okay, so welcome once again, ladies. Okay, so tell me about Pastor Jan and Sister Bridget, or tell me about this Sisters Are Sisters. Go ahead and start filling us in on what is Sister and Sisters. What are they about?
Well, it's an organization that is designed to empower, equip, and encourage women. We know that we are women, even my sister and I, different kind of women, right? We women are from all different background, different ages, different socioeconomic uh, uh, background, but we all share a common goal. We all want to be the best moms. We want to be the best whatever we are called to be. So
Mhm.
what our organization does is really does support the woman, and we are a strong believer that if we can capture the women, I know that we have said this, Bridget, if we capture the women, we capture the children, we capture the husband, and we capture the community. So we believe that the woman is the core of the society, the core of the foundation. She brings forth the seed, she nurtures the seed, and we want to encourage her in that process as she makes sure she creates the environment while taking care of herself to be her best self. So that's a long way around is that to say that we're just women who support women to be the
Okay,
best.
Bridget, give me your angle on it, Bridget. I'd like to hear your angle on it.
Oh no, I mean I'm gonna fall right step in with that one, right? As it relates to women supporting women. We spent some time really talking about what's the purpose behind this, and
Mhm.
we talked about the woman being the the foundation to so much within a family, within the community, right? And like you said, we bring the women, we bring the family, we bring the community. And that is really important for us because we know both of us are nurses. And oftentimes the women is the caregiver of a family. You know,
Yep.
they take care of everybody. And so it's just a natural progression for us to focus in on women. And for me, participating in a number of the events that CIS has held with the women's conference, it has been just a wonderful experience for me personally,
Mhm.
and the relationships that are built,
Mhm.
but also the number of people that you can impact. I think for me, that philanthropic side of me of giving back is something that I just love.
Very good, very good, very good. Thanks, Sister Bridget. And I don't mind me because I'll be going back and picking up the feeds. So if you see my head turn, I'm trying to pick up a feed to bring in. I've got quite a few feeds that I would like to share with our audience today of some of the things that happened down there in Jamaica. And what made you decide to go to Jamaica? Let me ask that question. Why Jamaica?
So it actually this trip was should have taken place 6 months earlier than it actually did, because I had an accident and we couldn't make it. But the desire was to go back and to do something for our people. We It was a year before that we went down to Jamaica and laid our father to rest. And what we realized that there was a lot of need and a lot that God had given us. that we could definitely bring back. And so that's the reason why I know for me, it was when we went down to lay daddy to rest that it just like, oh my God, there is so much that we can do. There's so much we can make a difference right back home. And so it is just an honor to go back home and to serve our people. We've been blessed to be in this country, gain a lot of skill, gain a lot of knowledge, been through a lot of things, and we can take it all back. So that's what took us there.
Okay, you all said rest, put daddy to rest, but you can't take for granted that everybody know who daddy is. So
Ah,
we're speaking to me, but we want to know, the audience might want to know who daddy is. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. This time you all use your Morgan name.
wow.
Pastor Dan,
I can't believe he
Pastor
said
Dan,
that.
Pastor Dan, you can use your Morgan name.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I am Janet Morgan Shaw, the very first child of Denroy Morgan. Everybody know him as the "I'll do anything for you" man, the Morgan heritage um, father, the legacy, the incomparable Denroy Morgan. So I am his first child.
And you, Bridgie?
And and I'm the second. I'm right behind there. I'm Bridget Morgan McKenzie. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, our dad was an amazing man, significant accomplishments, leaving Jamaica. And sometimes, when we think about it, um, for what he was able to accomplish, leaving Jamaica as a young man, and to achieve what he was able to achieve. And there is no shame for us to say that he left Jamaica with only a fourth grade education. And I'll tell you that he was one of the smartest man that I know, right? And so I could talk to daddy for hours and and be engaged, right? Not many people can do that. He was an amazing, accomplished, learned man. I think he was a genius in his own right.
Yes, you will.
So the structured education had no bearing on him.
Okay, very good, very
And
good.
truth be told, sis, if we never told anyone he only had a fourth grade education, no one would really know because he spoke. It doesn't matter what position you were, he would go to Obama and speak to Obama. He spoken to kings and queens all over this country, all over this world. That's how well rounded and well grounded our father was.
Okay, so I could see that I'll have to bring the heritages on, so we could speak about Brother Roy on one of these shows to come.
Mhm.
We'll get the brothers and sisters on, and we'll do a tribute to Brother,
Oh
because
yeah.
you can't really just speak about Brother Roy in one sentence. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
That's
So,
true.
he needs an entire segment by himself. Just to let everybody know that if you're over on YouTube or chat overlays on. So if you want to jump into the chat with us, and as we look at a couple of clippage from the mission trip down there. Okay, let me try to get us a better screen right here. A better screen, better screen, better screen. Okay, there we have a little better screen right there. Okay, so if you want to jump on over on the chat and say hi to Pastor Jan or Bridget, you're welcome to this evening. You can also uh, tune in on Facebook too, and chat with us from Facebook if it allows your chat. Okay, let's start it this. So what was the most amazing thing about what would you say, what you guys say was the most amazing thing about that trip down to Jamaica?
So I'd like just for a second, just to set the so that folks understand, right? This trip encompasses not just my sister and I. We brought people
Hmm.
from all. We were connected with people from all over
Hmm.
the United States, right? From different countries with different skill sets, right?
Hmm.
And so we recognize the fact that this was not just like any other mission trip. Most mission trips, you go down and you're building homes or you're doing things like that. It encompasses us, and I'll have sis talk a little bit about it. Our Morgan Family Heritage Estate Foundation, we saw the need in one of the local hospital, Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas. And Sis can talk a little bit about that, where we actually went there and have built a partnership with them and to build on that going forward. When we went into Spanish Town, we went to a community where there was just a lot of needs, right? A lot of needs. And we saw even folks that work with us on our home in Jamaica, not very good healthcare,
Mm,
right? And
mm.
so we really went down to focus on healthcare. And if you talk about one of the most poignant moments for me, was when my optometry tech, I brought an optometry tech
Mhm,
who was able to check visions.
mhm,
And one of our family members, I will call him a family member because he's been working with my family for years, um, was not into health, did not want to talk about health, but he got a pair of reading glasses and it changed his world. Something as small, we here in the States can go to Walmart, we can go to dollar store, and we can get a reading glasses for $1.99 and think nothing of it. But this changed this man's life. I think that was one of the most poignant moments for me. Sis?
Yeah, that was a really, really good one. And I love there are so many. I loved the fact that we had some corporate citizens, a company that I was working for. We had members of their team of the team in Jamaica
Mhm.
volunteered to participate to support us. So that was exciting. I think for me, the impact that we were having on people's lives, there was a moment where you obesity is something, you have a scale, you don't have a scale,
Ah,
right?
yes.
But I'll tell you, just having a simple scale was amazing. I remember women, they would get on the scale and she was like, I so much she gone, you know, her weight. She had gained so much weight that she didn't even realize how much she was weighing, right? So the impact that we were having, just on the simplest things that we were having on people's lives, was just amazing. So there was just many, many moments, the number of people that showed up. And I'll tell you, there was a point even when we had a member of our security detail who
Oh,
was
yes.
depressed. He was like, he was depressed and potentially suicidal. And just because of what was going on, he was able to share.
Yeah.
Right. So amazing. It was just amazing what we were able to do.
Another thing. So just for folks who are listening, we did blood pressure checks. We did A1Cs, which is checking blood sugars. And it was amazing how many folks came around and were pre-diabetics. How many folks were hypertensive. Um, we had also dental. We provided dental services, and so many. I remember one lady kept saying, "Oh my God, my teeth are hurt me for so long," and she had that tooth pulled. And even though she didn't have any pain medicine, y'all, she was so appreciative of getting that tooth that was killing her. And now that it's gone, the pain without the medication was better than the pain with the tooth. So, I am just so grateful to have a partner in my sister that is right there with me. Who would have thought that when we went to nursing school at Boston College that we would be doing this 30, 40 years later, to actually go back to Jamaica and to be able to make that difference. And, we just know that this is just the beginning of the work that we are going to do on the island. We expect to continue to support Princess Margaret Hospital. My hope is we did from the foundation make a donation to them. My hope, as we even go forth further, is to help them to build better community centers to be able
right.
to get people in the community, especially there in St. Thomas, to go and get regular checkups. Folks shouldn't be afraid of getting a blood pressure check. because the sooner you get it, you can get it treated. So
Very
Yeah,
good point.
it's those simple things, you know, it was just those simple things that we did. And for me, the time we were there, word traveled fast.
yeah,
Right? We were like, yo, people are talking about you guys being here. And so it just resonated the how important it is for people to come back. So, you know, we are looking forward to the next year, right? And what the other piece of this is, the whole weekend was an event. We did not only assess an individual's physical need, but it was their spiritual need as well. And so I love that aspect of the nature of the entire weekend, partnering with sisters or sisters, right? Because we fed the physical, the mental, and the spiritual.
Very
the
good.
holistic,
Very
the
good.
whole view.
The Holy Spirit.
Absolutely.
Let me touch on a couple of clips here and let them see a couple of clips, and then you guys could kind of explain what's going on right here. Okay. They might this clip might have sound in them, but I'll just touch on them and then I'll pause them for a second. Okay. Get them up on screen right here. Okay. All right. Not particularly that one. Let me choose it. A couple here.
Hi,
And
you're not telling your name. What your name?
We're not seeing it.
okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Eh?
Okay.
No, man. Me see a pretty smile, more. Say hi to you. What your name? Hmm? Monique. How old are you, Monique? 8. Big girl. You having fun? Hmm? Be nice.
Hey, okay, guys, tell me about the interaction with the folks down there. Tell me about the interaction with the folks down there as you even look at the little lady right there.
Little Monique. You know what was amazing? Where we were in Spanish Town was actually where Bridget and I and two of our other siblings were actually born.
Mm,
When God led us to this place, we had no idea that's where it was. So
mhm,
just we were just divinely planted there, and at the Grace Community Church, right there they have a school. So that
mhm,
day, while the moms and the dads are inside getting their health care, the
mhm,
children were outside. We had brought in um, what is it, a merry-go-round um,
Mhm.
activity for the children to do. So that was one of our sisters, Tafaya, who does videography, was interviewing and just
mhm,
connecting with the children. You know, if they didn't need to go inside because they
mhm,
weren't getting any teeth done, we made sure that other members of the team were out there to keep them occupied and having fun. So
mhm.
that's what that clip was.
Okay, so we have Tanya was on, and she's saying, "Hello, guys." She said, "I would like to join next time."
Oh yes,
So,
oh yes, yes.
so,
Tanya is a nurse for sure. We're putting you down next time.
okay, so they already we getting some
Recruiting.
Look at that.
recruiting on the show here. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let me get another little clip up here, Pastor Jan. I'll let me know what you were doing in this clip right here.
So
Okay.
what do you have over there, Sister John? This is the A1C machine that we will use to test person's blood to see if they have diabetes. Awesome. What it shows is what the blood sugar has been running for the past 3 months.
Let me run it back just a little bit here for you so you all can see it.
So what do you have over there, Sister John? This is the A1C machine that we will use to test person's blood to see if they have diabetes. Awesome. What it shows is what the blood sugar has been running for the past 3 months. Awesome. Patient.
I'm
Okay.
gonna let Bridget talk about that one because that was actually her station.
Oh,
I was just setting up. You see,
Yeah.
I'm in the corporate pre, so I'll let Bridget talk about that.
And it's so funny, you know, you when you're on a mission trip, you have to improvise and think real quickly, right?
mhm, mhm,
Because when
Yes,
the cartridges, we couldn't get the results because it was too hot, right?
mhm.
So we had to
Mhm.
figure out, cool them down a little bit to get it working. But at that station was a diabetes screening
Mhm.
station. And so setting it up, being able to identify someone's blood sugar for the last 3 months is really critical. And I remember
Wow.
when we were looking at trying to get a machine, one of the physician was, if we're able to do this, we can change people's lives. And
Wow.
I would say it
Wow.
did, right? It was great in a sense. Not only we identified people who were out of control, new pre-diabetics that was there that we were able to educate them on. And so one of the things, a lot of times when people would come in and they're out of control, it was like, no, 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 no. It's not just what you ate this morning,
Right.
Okay.
right? They come in and oh, this me eat this morning and the sugar high and no, 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 no. It looks at your sugar over the last 3 months, right? So
Mm.
being able to bring that insight to them that they can then work with their physician was phenomenal. In addition to that, we had foot screenings, right? We had actually, we some folks really enjoyed that piece, right? It was even a time for some massage and just recognizing how important your feet is when it comes to diabetes. So it was a very well-rounded station that people really it had a significant impact.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up another one here, and we'll just take a look at another one of these clips right here, and y'all can just let me know what's happening with this one right here. Okay, that's probably just was
That's
it
a
Someone
test.
getting the test.
somebody getting a test, right?
Yep.
So all that good stuff you guys were doing down there in Jamaica, huh?
Yep, it was not. It was amazing and truly, again, to Bridget, what Bridget says, and I'll say this for those of you who are viewing us right here in the States. Many of us are walking around having diabetes and we don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
It is important for you to have a physical done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because these folks were there and some of them had no idea, or as Bridget said, they were out of control. Um, and diabetes is something that is easily manageable, right? You don't want to get to the point where you are so out of control that you can really get into trouble. So I just want to put that plug in there, Pastor Rob, because again, we as Black folks should not be afraid of going to the doctors. I'm gonna
Very
say it
good.
like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Prevention. What is a ounce of prevention?
And
Whatever they say that thing is, it's better to prevent than to try to have to cure.
very,
Hmm.
very good, very good. So, ladies, I think you all did a spectacular job down there in Jamaica, and looking forward to the next time you guys go down. And where in Gwinnett County, or do you guys have some locations? If someone wanted to get like Sister Tanya on screen, she wanted to contact sisters and our sisters. How can someone contact sisters, our sisters?
Oh, we do have a website out there. Actually, it is on Facebook. We do have a Sisters or Sisters page on Facebook. But the best
Mhm.
way is to reach out to me, and you can reach out to me through the church, Gwinnett International Church. Or I'm not afraid to give you my number, 404-576-1514. You can reach out to me, and we will be happy to talk to you. We do a lot of activity here, a lot of fellowship, a lot of study, and we strongly believe, I talked about encouraging and equipping. We are Christians, right? And we use the word. We could not have gone this trip on our own, but by the grace of God, the power of God, He made provision in so many ways. And so that we believe in the word of God and we teach it for all of our sisters. We have fellowship with one another. Just so that we can grow. So you can reach out to me by going to the church website, gic-yourchurch.org, and send us a message.
Okay, very good, very good. If you're just joining us this evening, you're in tune to Jamaican Explosion. This is Pastor Rob here on a Saturday evening, and I have with me the sisters from Sisters Are Sisters. And when I say sisters from Sisters, they're truly sisters. Okay, so yeah, yeah, and they're speaking to us about that mission trip that they went down to in Jamaica in March. Okay, and I'll be back with the sisters in just a second or so. Let's just cut away for a commercial here, and I'll be right back in a few minutes right here. After these next commercials,
Caribbean
right
International
here.
Shipping Services, Atlanta's official and original shippers.
We're located in Stonecrest, Georgia. Are fully staffed. We offer services to the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We specialize in personal effects or commercial goods. Caribbean International Shipping Services, your full service shipping company serving Atlanta for over 20 years. We're open 12 months of the year.
We look forward to seeing you. Come by our office at 3048.
Okay, let's
Caribbean International Shipping Services, Atlanta's official and original shippers.
We're located in Stonecrest, Georgia. Are fully staffed. We offer services to the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We specialize in personal effects or commercial goods. Caribbean International Shipping Services, your full service shipping company serving Atlanta for over 20 years. We're open 12 months of the year.
We look forward to seeing you. Come by our office at 3048 Miller Road in Stonecrest, Georgia, or you can call us at 770-323-1111.
Caribbean International Shipping Services, just pack it, we'll ship it.
Yes, indeed. That's the
Oh,
word
wow.
from Caribbean International Shipping. And I want to say a very special good evening to the crew down there. And I hope it's good to have them advertising with us here on Jamaican Explosion. Yeah, so as I said, it's 5:31 up and down in the Atlanta area, wherever you're listening from. We have listeners from Jamaica, sometimes folks from Europe, Canada, and so forth like that. So the time might be different for you there, but here in Atlanta this evening, in Lawrenceville, Georgia this evening, it's 5:32, and I have with me on screen here none other than the sisters and of sisters, and also the members of the Morgan. Foundation. Let's speak about a little bit about the Morgan Foundation here. I'm expecting in a couple of minutes to be joined here by singer artist Anthony Malvo, but we can speak about the foundation for a few minutes right here. If you're just joining us on this program today, if you jump over onto YouTube, you're able to chat with us this evening. But once again, I have with me Pastor Dr. Janet Shaw and Sister Bridget, or Bridget McKenzie, or Bridget Morgan McKenzie, whichever way you want to put it. Okay, and they're going to speak to me a little bit about the Morgan Family Heritage Estate Foundation. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. We established this foundation in last year, 2022, as a 501c3 charitable foundation. We established this foundation as a tribute to our late dad, Ross Denroy Morgan. And, you know, we came together in a way to just honor him. And as we were establishing this foundation, a lot of times there are foundations where it's named after people, and we felt that this foundation is such a reflection of him, in for what he stood for what he built. The Morgan family, he's the patriarch of this family. There is 29 of us. He fathered 30 children. There's 29 of us. And I can't even say the number of grandchildren that he has. So this family is significant accomplishment that he was able to build. And Heritage Estates, I would say it's another single great accomplishment of an estate in the island of Jamaica, in St. Thomas, and it is the final resting place of his mausoleum. And so this foundation, we feel, truly represents him, and it's led The board is his children and his grandchildren. So we are really excited for that piece as well. We are focused on four major areas, that's also really important to him: healthcare, um, education, music, or and cannabis research. Because a lot of people say, oh, I remember when we were receiving one of our corporate donation is, oh, we've never given to a organization that is focused on cannabis. And so I said it was important to him. And he was a strong believer in the sacramental aspect of cannabis. And so we are really interested in supporting the research of cannabis out there. So that's a little bit of our foundation. We do have a website that's up. It's www.mfhef.org. And so you can reach out to us, take a look at the website. We try to update it with all of our varying initiatives that's going on, and also can receive donation through the website as well. So really excited about the work that we're doing, the work that we will continue to do in these four areas.
Okay.
And I just want to add to that, regarding the pillars of the foundation. The foundation is already supported a school in Clarendon. We supported a school in Montego Bay over the summer. And for the healthcare arm, as I mentioned earlier, we made a donation to Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas. So your donation really helps us to fulfill the mission of the foundation. So support us any way that you can.
Absolutely. And one of the other events that we did, and thinking about that, our dad loved, when you think about health and activity and sports and all of that, right? It all plays. And so he loved soccer, right? And so when we were down there, we also supported a soccer team, right? That was really exciting, with getting sneakers. And not only we didn't bring cleats or sneakers from the US to them, we actually got it from Jamaica, right? So not only did we purchase those sneakers in Jamaica, it didn't just support the students, but it supported that business. And so really, really excited about what we are doing, and what we will continue to strive to doing in giving back through the foundation.
Okay. Yeah. I got Anthony Malvo getting ready to come on, but guess what? I got that special clip. I got that special clip. I found it. I was working to find that special clip of the gentleman receiving the glasses,
Oh,
that was one of my favorite clips when I saw it too. So I'm gonna get that clip up here so you could see that gentleman that they what they saved, or they brought y'all felt like Jesus when y'all did that, right?
Come on, gave him sight, baby. Yes.
Give it a little title right here. I'm gonna try to get him. And what
yes, Seymour.
what was his name?
Pepe.
Pepe. Okay. All right. Let's go to
We
Bridget,
call him Pepe.
Pepe gone international.
let's go to it. Let's go to it right here. Oh, let's get it started right here. So we couldn't see. You couldn't see, huh?
All right, good. Anything on the down slope, I wouldn't worry about that.
That was some good stuff right there. Pepe could see. Pepe could see. Tell me the feeling. How you all felt about that, though? Oh my
Oh wow, that just took me right back. Oh my God,
yeah.
that was just worth everything, you know.
Hmm.
When he read it first, he couldn't see the letters. When he
Yeah.
put on those glasses, he could see all the way down. You can
Hmm.
see the young kids around him. They were so excited for him. So, you know, we all celebrate the small wins, but that was a big win. That's what
Okay.
I felt.
Okay. That yeah, that was a big win. That I think that was the theme video of the mission trip right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
Okay. God will always give you just one of them that's just gonna break everything open, right? Just kind of remind you all why you're there. And yes, on screen with me today, I have the daughters of singer Denroy Morgan. And we have here Dr. Bridget, president of the Morgan Family Heritage Estates Foundation, and my lovely wife, Dr. Uh, Janet, pastor of Gwinnett International Church. Bridget, you are lovely too. Just don't want anybody to feel like I'm living. And as a matter of fact, that's Bridget McKenzie. And those that are watching from the Saga League might know her husband as Cornell,
Oh Lord.
Cornell X-Man McKenzie from KC. Okay, so let me put it out there because I don't want Cornell to say that I didn't mention his name. Yeah, but ladies, you all are doing a fine job with Sisters Are Sisters, and I'm glad I had you on today.
Thank you.
Glad you took the time to come on with us today. I have Mr. Anthony Malvo waiting to come on. Mr. Malvo, just make sure you get. Okay, yes, I see your mic coming in. And if you all don't know him, Anthony Malvo was one of them big singers back. He's still a big singer, but we know him back in our days of 94, 95, 93. One of them croners. Uh,
Mm.
Artist, and he's around here in the Atlanta area, and he's still putting out new music, still got his voice, still doing good. And we're gonna just speak with him for a couple of minutes right here in a few minutes. But Sisters Are Sisters, I'm glad that you came on today. I will have us back, or have you guys back to speak in more detail on the foundation, on the
Amen.
so you guys owe me two shows, okay? One on the foundation and one on the Morgan families, where we'll get different members of. And I'm not just talking about Morgan's heritage, because everybody knows about Morgan's heritage, but folks don't know that there is more heritage within the Morgan.
Yep.
Next.
We'll bring the whole team next
We'll bring
time.
the whole entire team next time, and we'll have a nice
That's
talk with
right.
the Morgan's heritage crew, okay? All right.
That's right.
So it's good to have you
Thank you
all.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
all for
you.
Thank
stopping
you for
by this
having us.
evening. Okay, and wish you all the best until I see you again, maybe in about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to show it.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Thank
Bye.
you.
thanks, Sister Bridget.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, all
Bye-bye.
right. Thank you, Pastor Jan, and of course, this is Jamaican Explosion, and you're in tune to uh, Pastor Rob right here on a Saturday evening, approximately 5:45, within the Atlanta area. And I have coming up in a few minutes none other than the great Mr. Anthony Malvo getting ready to come on screen right here. And I'm going to ask him to chime in here. Mr. Malvo, how you doing? Can you
Yes,
turn your mic
I'm here.
on?
My mic is
Yes, I'm
on.
here.
My mic is on.
Yes. Live and
Yes.
direct in the studio with us today, the great Mr. Anthony Malvo. And who's that with you, Mr. Malvo?
My
We got in the
granddaughter.
picture with you this evening.
That's my
Granddaughter with
granddaughter.
you this evening. Your granddaughter
Mika.
representing,
Yeah.
what's her name?
Mika.
What's her name?
Her name is Mika.
Mika.
Yeah.
Mika. Okay, good to have you all with us this evening. I'm glad that
Yes.
you're able to stop by Morgan's, to stop by Jamaican Explosion this evening. And tell me, Mr. Malvo, what have you been up to? What have you
Well,
been up to?
I've just put out an album last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's called
Mm-hmm.
Mature. It's available
Mm-hmm.
on all digital platform, and I was
Mhm.
I was doing some touring this year to the United States, Canada, the
Mhm.
UK, and still on quite a few shows still. Next month I'm going to New York, going to Florida,
Mhm.
going to Mexico, going to Orlando. So so between October and December, I'm still busy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know I spoke with you earlier during the week, and you were kind of hinting to me that about your a lot of people don't know about your spiritual roots, that you actually got
Yeah.
you're a very spiritual
Yeah, man.
individual.
Spiritual roots. We grew up in the church. That's where we start. Grandmother is
Yeah.
a preacher. We are go to church right
Oh, really?
through the time, and that's where I get everything, all the inspiration, the whole vibe from the church, the music.
Hmm.
That was my first audience that I sang to. So that's my biggest influence in the church.
Okay, I think we lost him there just for a second, so we'll wait until I get Mr. Malvo back on screen right here. He's going to be logging back on here in just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna try to get him to come back on here in just a minute. Okay, there he is. Let's get ready to this feed up here. So, Mr. Malvo, you're
Yeah,
back with
yeah.
us. Yeah.
I'm
So
back. I'm
one.
back. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's hear a little bit this tune right here. You're going to tell me a little bit about it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, I could get it going right here.
Right, right, right.
All right. I'm going to see if I could restart that for you. But tell me about some of the latest tunes that you have going. What are the names that of some of
Well,
the
well,
tunes that
well.
you?
We have song like "In Case You Didn't Know," "Give Thanks,"
Yes. Yes.
"Jive My Light." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And a few others because all I sung, I have 12 songs right now on the album, and we're still promoting it. So you're
Mhm.
coming out with song with me and Kiputan. We have other songs. So we
Mhm.
have we have a,
Mhm.
we have we have quite a few songs coming out. Nice lovers rock. The good music. The good music.
Mhm.
You know,
As
we're still
usual.
producing.
As usual.
Yeah, man. Producing my daughter too. My daughter Tiffany Marble. She's a singer. She's an artist too. She's a
Mhm.
singer and a DJ. She do a both. So we're promoting her too. We are coming out with a song next year with her with Courtney Melody called Modern Girl. It's a remix, Modern Girl. So yeah.
Oh, really? A Modern Girl by
Courtney Melody. Yeah, yeah.
Melody. Yeah, man, I remember that song. Right, yeah, big hit. So she's gonna be on
Yeah.
it. She's gonna be on it.
Yeah, she's gonna we're doing a remix with it. We're doing a remix.
Mhm.
I'm producing it. So
Okay,
it's
all
already
right.
it's already so next year we're gonna drop it.
Okay, very good. Very good. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting ready now to queue up here one of your big hits right here, okay?
Yeah.
Malvo. I was lonely, lonely, lonely. Since you came into my life, I'm okay now. Lonely, lonely, lonely. But since you came into my life, I'm okay now. Happy days are welcome. The love I have is seldom. When I'm with you, oh baby, my heart and soul say welcome. I know you were meant for me. Two of us together feel my. Tell me about that one, Mr. Malvo. You heard it there.
Yeah, this is a song that from taken from the album Mature is one of the songs from the Mature. It's a nice song, I mean. I
Mhm.
recorded it last year and it was a good song, nice Afro beat. So, I mean, good song and nice beat. So yeah, it's a good
Okay,
vibe. It's coming from my album Mature.
you said it's an Afro beat, huh? So now you
Yeah,
guys are
yeah.
Afro beat, making music on the Afro beat. How is that
Well,
going?
it's going good. I love music, and Afrobeat is where everything come from. That's the heartbeat of the people. Africa. You know what I mean. So Afrobeat is something you know, the style is coming from the reggae. They get it from the reggae, but it's our thing. It's black people thing. So it doesn't matter. So I just the music. I love music.
Okay, I know you love music, sir. You say you believe with the Afrobeat that we just went full circle and we're back to Africa now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, 'cause, you know, Afrobeat come from Africa. You know, so we just do songs, guys. That's the song we are. That's a new thing coming on the Afrobeat. It's a new thing, but it's a part of us because we are black. No? It's our culture, so we just do it. We just go on Afrobeat. Same like how African go on the reggae and the dancehall. Same way. We are one big family.
And that's great. That's great that we can jump around now. We can Africans can come on the reggae beat and Jamaicans can go on the Afro beat and so forth like that. That's good. So we find an amalgamation of the music as we mix the music together. We get a stronger a sense of sounds coming out of Africa. Here's another one
Yeah,
I want to play here. Yeah.
yeah,
Mr. Anthony Malvo on the
yep.
I can count the time I almost say what's on my mind, but I didn't. No, I didn't. And just the other day, I wrote down all the things I say, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Baby, I know that you've been wondering. Oh, so here goes nothing. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you, even though. Yes, Mr. Malvo, that one's a boom shot.
Yes,
I would say back. That's a boom.
yes, yes, yes.
Serious money drop with that one, man. Okay. Tell me about
Yeah, well, that
yeah.
one is it's a title track from the album Mature again. It's from the album
Okay.
Mature. You know,
Okay.
it's a title track for no. And it's a great song. It's a cover. It was taken from a country. A country is a country song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a country. Yeah, yeah. So it's a song that when I hear it touched me. So I say, you know, I'm gonna put it on reggae. So that was a vibe. You know, it was a good
Yeah.
vibe. Everybody love it. It's
Yeah,
everybody's a
man.
favorite for everybody.
That's good. That's a good draw right there. That's a good draw right there. Now, Mr. Malvo, what have you been have you been touring or traveling?
Yeah,
Where
yeah, yeah. I've been traveling. I've been traveling to St. Louis. I just came from St. Louis with me and Louis Culture and Lady G. Then I leave to Philadelphia with me and Capleton, Maca Diamond and Flower Gun and
Mhm.
Admiral Tibet. You know what I mean? So I was in England again with me and Jigsy King. You know what I mean? And I was in different place. I just went to New York the other day too. Was in New York, you know, myself in a club called Sands, did a concert
Mhm.
there, and you know I'm all over. I'm all over. I'm all over. Right now I have a show in Orlando. I'm going to New York again for a charity gala, a dinner and a charity gala. Yes, a charity gala. And then I'm coming back to Florida again, Fort Lauderdale for the, you know what I mean? So I'm all over. I'm all over. I'm all over. And then Mikey Sparkle show in the December with me and Mikey Spice with Mikey Sparkle Christmas show in
Special?
Atlanta with me and Mikey Spice. Yeah, with me and Mikey Spice.
Okay.
December 16th.
Very good, very good, very good. Your camera is a little bit slow there, but for your footage, but
Yeah,
we're still picking you up here, your voice here. So
yeah.
I have on with me Mr. Anthony Malvo, reggae veteran artist, and he's been in the business for quite a while. How long have you been in the business, Mr. Malvo?
Over 40 years now. Over 40 years. Over 40 years. Over
Oh,
40
40
years.
years. Yes, yes. So
Over.
when did you
Over
start?
40 years.
Oh, over 40.
I start
Exactly
now.
when did you
I start
start?
about 1980.
Okay. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. I thought you came about around 1989 or 90 or so. I didn't realize that
No,
you went as far.
89, 89, you know me because that's when I get the song. 89, you know me because
Oh,
that's when I get the song with me and
yes,
the Tiger with me and Tiger.
yes,
That's when that song came out. Yeah, that's when that
yes,
song
yes,
that
yes.
came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I knew you back in 89, 90, probably 91 when you passed through Springfield, Massachusetts. And
Right,
I
right,
was on the
right,
radio
right.
station there. Yeah, yeah. And that was
Yeah.
your dance that you're putting on in Springfield, huh?
Yeah,
At that
yeah.
time.
Me and Colin Roach keep that dance at that time. It was a good dance. It sell off. It was a great dance because right after we leave and go to New York and buy two bikes and sell Jamaica.
Yeah, so that's it, Mr.
Yeah,
Pursued for being on the radio station back there, though. But it's good to have you
yeah,
here
man.
with us
Yeah,
today. See, on Jamaican Explosion. And Jamaican Explosion,
yeah,
we're going to do something with things with Mr. Anthony Malvo, So stay tuned, okay? All right,
yeah.
Mr. Malvo, if we have a person that is thinking about starting a career within the reggae music arena,
Music.
what advice would you give that person?
Well,
Hmm.
you have to have good music. You have to write good songs, and you have to have money first thing, and you have to love it. You have to love it because it's not an easy road, and you have to have money to do the
Hmm.
because it's a lot of money to do the studio work. If you're gonna do it yourself or you're
Hmm.
gonna sing a song for, but you have to have write good songs and listen what's going on around you and watch what's going on and make songs of the environment and what's going on. It's not exactly where you live, but internationally you have to know what's going on. So you know what I mean? And you have to love music. You have to love it first because if you don't love it, it's not gonna work. Because it's not every time you make a song it's gonna hit. And if you don't, if it's don't hit, maybe you get disappointed and leave. But when you love it, you never stop. Because I
Okay.
love it 40 years and still going still. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Malva, I'm going to ask you I'm going to take you off just for a second and just sign off and sign right back on so I could get some live footage of you. I'll get your pictures, but it's coming in slow. So I'm going to sign you
All
out
right.
here and just sign right back on because the people want to see you more in a live affair. Okay. So I'm just going to sign you off right here. So on the studios with me today, I have Mr. Anthony Malvo, and he's going to sign off just for a second, and he's going to come right back on, so I could get some better feed off him. So if you're listening today, this is Jamaican Explosion. This is Pastor Rob, and I'm here on a Saturday evening. Whole lot of good things happening within the area. And I want to say a very special shout out to the Atlanta Jamaica Association crew and let you know that there will be a jazz in the city Jazz on the Lake that will be coming up next, I believe it's next Sunday. I'm going to try to pull up that feed right here in a couple of minutes. Mr. Malvo should be getting on back in here in a couple of minutes. So I want to tell you about that Jazz on the Lake that will be taking place in the Metro Atlanta area, and that should be coming up sometime next weekend. Okay, all right. I think I've got a little uh, a picture of the Jazz on the Lake. Let me download it here. I should be able to get it up for you in just a few minutes. Mr. Malvo is back with us. I'm going to see what this feed look like, and hopefully we could finish our conversation. Mr. Malvo, welcome back. Let me see
Yes,
if
sir.
you're coming in a little.
I'm back.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
you
good.
get
So
me
yeah,
back. I'm good.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
good. You're still. It might be cell phone. It's coming feeding a little slow, but they could see your face. You're a little bit better here. So, Mr.
Yeah.
Malvo, you're with us, and what's your next big move? Next big move.
Well, next big move we're planning next year. Next year is a big move. We're trying to do a tour in Europe. So that's the next big move next year.
Okay, next
Yeah,
year is the
but I
next
have
big move. Okay.
yeah next week. But I have shows next week the 6th of October. And
Mhm.
October, and then we have shows in November. And we have shows in December. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But next year we're gonna try to do a major tours in Europe.
Okay, very good. So you're
Yeah,
going to Europe
Europe.
next.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so most of your shows are in and around the Metro Atlanta area, or are they in different parts of the United States?
The boys are different states. We got different states. Not only Atlanta. I don't do a lot of show too much in Atlanta, but I do a lot of shows in the United States, different place. I was in St. Louis, Philadelphia, New York. You know what I mean? Detroit. I was all over. I was all over. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Very good. Well, let us know about when you're going to be going to those different places too. I still have what audience is it in New York and Springfield and so forth that watches the show, and
Yeah.
if that you're coming in town. So let me know. Send me some of
Yeah, I'll let you
those.
know. I'll send you because I'm going to Rochester, Rochester on the 8th of October. Rochester,
Okay, right, Rochester, New York.
in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I'm familiar with that area, and of course. So
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony Malvo here, and thank you, Mr. Malvo, for stopping in. And
Yeah,
guess
man. So
what?
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, Pastor Rob, you back in the days, y'all knew me as Celebrity Rob, from
Yeah.
Springfield.
Pastor
Uh,
Rob, more
yeah,
blessings.
yeah, man. So I hope to have you back again at a different time, so we can go, a little deeper, and we will have you back
Yeah. Yeah, man.
in
Definitely.
couple of months or so to go a little
Yeah,
deeper,
man.
okay,
Yeah.
into
Definitely.
the profile. Okay, all
Yeah.
right,
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me
all
too.
right,
And it's
all
a
right.
blessing. Have a blessed
Until
day.
next time, okay. All
Yeah,
right,
blessing.
take care of yourself, Mr. Anthony Malvo. Okay, so there we have it, folks. Mr. Anthony Malvo, reggae songwriter, singers of songs like "Love Is Coming at You," "Take You to the Dance," and I believe that's the one with the Tiger right there, and a cover song that he did called "Can't You Stop the Rain." Mr. Anthony Malvo, veteran reggae artist, just stopping by here this evening. You're in tune to Jamaican Explosion. And I just wanted to share this with you, but before I leave, I want to share with you an upcoming event that I think everybody should try to make, and it's going to be a nice evening. So I want for you all to know about this event that will be coming up. And it will be taking place on September 30th, 2023, and of course, it's entitled "Jazz on the Lake." Jazz on the Lake at the Water Edge Pavilion, 715B Waters Edge, Stone Mountain, Georgia. 3007. Okay, so I want for you for all of you all to just go on out and check this out next week. Next week, Jazz on the Lake. I was hoping to have someone here that could speak a little bit more on it, but I will speak on it today. And of course, that's on September 30th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. At the Waters Edge Pavilion, 715 B Waters Edge Drive, Stone Mountain, Georgia, and the price for that affair will be $40 per person. So you definitely want to make sure you make it a date and go check that one out. For more information on that, you could go to www.atlanta, uh, association.org. That's www.atlantajamaica all one word.org. So you want to go out and you want to check that one out coming up on September 30th. Jazz on the Lake. Nice thing for you and the lady to go out on, or a couple of family members. Just go out and just enjoy some nice jazz on the lake. This is Pastor Shaw once again on a Saturday evening. You're in tune to Jamaican Explosion, and I'm glad that you were able to join with me this evening. It's a little bit past 6 o'clock, so I'm getting ready to get out of here and just enjoy the rest of my day. I surely enjoyed today bringing to you the Jamaica, the sisters and sisters from Lawrenceville on the station this evening, and they did an excellent job as far as filling us in on the mission trip that they took down to Jamaica, down into St. Thomas, Jamaica,
and that was on. That was in March of last year. So we're glad that they were able to come on today, Pastor Janet and Sister Bridget from the Morgan's Family Heritage Estate Foundation. We surely enjoyed having them here today, along with Mr. Anthony Malvo. And that kind of makes our show for today. And it was so great having you here today. And until next week, Saturday, this is Pastor Rob saying it's just, it was just so great having you here today and looking forward to having you back with us again on this same program, as they would say, this same bat channel, this same bat program next week. This is Pastor Shaw saying, until next week, enjoy yourself, walk good.